Hi guys, welcome back to the Thornbridge Smallholding. So today we are doing smoked streaky bacon. So the first job was get rid of the kidney and then also get rid of the leaf fat, which is what they use a lot of the time in charcuterie. So we'll take that off, and then the next step is to score and cut through the ribs. So this is what's known as a middle of pork, and basically what we're doing is we're using the saw to divide the loin, the back bacon, from the belly, which is the streaky bacon. So when you've finished with a saw, you always try and go through with the knife to keep nice clean edges instead of tearing and making the meat look all sort of jagged and rough. So I've put the loin of pork in the fridge, and we'll deal with that later, but this is the belly. So what we're doing now is sheep boning, taking those ribs off of the belly now. And as you can see, I'm really trying to keep it as close as I can to those ribs and leave as much meat as possible on the actual belly itself. So now all I'm going to do is just square it all up and just cut it directly in half. So now the next step is to try and de-rind the belly, take the rind off. I mean, you can leave it on, but a lot these days prefer it off, so that's why we do that. It's most difficult to get it started, but then once you've started, you can flip it over and do it this way. I find it's a bit easier. Yeah, I mean, the other reason we cut it in half is, I mean, it's a fairly decent slab already, so it just helps us sort of manage it a little bit easier, put it in our vat pack bags and all that kind of stuff, so that's why we cut the whole belly into half. So the next thing to do is put the pork belly on the scales. So that piece weighs 1.4 kilo, and we put about 30 grams of the curing salt on per kilo, so it'd be 42 grams. And what we need to do is sprinkle that on both sides. So just make sure you've got every little last bit and rubbed in really well. So we're just putting it in a bag and then into the vat packer. So it's the next day, so basically what we're doing now is every day it's in the fridge, you need to flip it over. So the curing time goes on the thickness of the pork, so this is 3 centimetres, so it's a day for every centimetre plus 2 extra days. So yeah, that's the full 5 days is now up. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take them out of the bag, we're going to sit them into the fresh cold water we've got here, give them a good rinse and get rid of all the existing salt that may still be on there, and then we're going to pat them dry and then get them into the fridge to dry out and form a pellicle, which is like a sticky film which is going to help the smoke stick to it. As I've already said, I'll probably give these 4 days to dry out. So this is our smoker, so we use oak wooden biscuits, and then we've got like a temperature dial, and then it's got like a hot plate which it smoulders on, and then the smoke goes up this tube here and then into the actual smoking cabinet. So this is the actual smoking cabinet, so as you can see it's got a temperature dial and then basically loads of shelves. I just also put an extra thermometer in there to be safe. So we've just started the smoker up and we've put the bellies in already, and these will have about 5 or 6 hours to smoke. So what you're looking for is a nice steady stream of smoke coming out the top, and that's how you know your settings are right. So once it finished smoking, I stuck it back in the fridge for a couple of days, and then it's now time to start slicing it. I love slicing bacon, it's so satisfying. So we like to display our bacon on these cards. Then the next step is to get them into bags and then into the vat packer machine to suck all the air out to help preserve it, and then we get all the stickers on it. So yeah, that is the end of the video, guys. So if you like that, then please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. It really does help the channel out, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers, bye bye.